Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be covering the top 5 must-have mods for your car. Let's do it. So as 50% of you wanted, let's get right into this. If you want to be involved in the next poll, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you get those notifications. My goal for this video is to go from cheapest to most expensive, and then at the end, put the one that's the most bang for the buck. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, first we have this $10 German flag you can find on Amazon. Just 10 bucks. It has tape on the bottom of it, and there's a screw hole if you decide that you want to screw this in. Now, it does rust pretty easy, but I've never had any issues with it falling off, and just some tape in it. It adds a great Euro feel. So look at that. Some different angles. Look at that. It really just wraps up the car. Moving inside, we have our steering wheel cover. Now, this is also on Amazon for I think about $30. It is a beautiful, you do have to hand stitch it, which requires some learning, but I think it really adds to the look of your car. And as long as you stitch it right, it looks like it's supposed to be there. One thing I will recommend is you get that lined up, because even mine got pulled around a little bit when I was stitching it. So yeah, just take your time on this. I have a habit of rushing things, so take your time. But let's dive deeper into the reason for why to have a steering wheel cover. You would think if the steering wheel was good enough, you wouldn't have to have a cover. Well, here's the truth. Volkswagen steering wheels, as they get older, tend to wear out a bunch and just make your hands gross. So when you have this leather feel on your steering wheel, and that's easier to clean and makes the vehicle look sharper, it's just all the more reason to have one of these. Now, what I will say is if your hands are like sweaty, like mine get, these steering wheel covers do suck sometimes because you really have to like grip, because you'll just slide around on these. So you definitely want to keep that in mind when you're thinking about investing to a steering wheel cover. Now, what I will advise against is getting one of those big fluffy steering wheel covers, because not only are those not hand stitched, which means they're going to be prone to sliding, but they are probably not going to be much better of a grip either. So there's a hard truth for that one. Now, this one's going to set you back around $100, but it's a rubber floor mat. Now, I specifically went with the OEM floor mats. Now, this was out of my Mark V Jetta, so it doesn't fit the best, but once I save up, I'll be getting a better mat. But these things are great because they hold all your dirt and they don't get your carpets dirty. They also, okay, that's enough. You can stop ringing. Jeez. That's going to be annoying. Okay. They definitely are worth the improvement. You get grippier traction when it comes to wet days, snow days. These make life so much easier. Now, if you have like a carpet one, you got to worry about smells and stuff. These you just pull out of your car and shake off. Good to go. So that will be it for this mod. I really think this wraps up the look of the car. If we go over our dash here, look at that passenger seat. It looks sharp too. That black accent to all this tan really looks great. Now, what I will say is these wind deflectors. Look at this. They don't even line up right. This is why I would say go with WeatherTech, because WeatherTech makes wind deflectors right. But if you are willing to spend that money, now these can range anywhere from like $50 to several hundred. So these, I definitely don't like having a car without these, but don't cheap out on them, because I had to learn the hard way. I had to retape all of mine and put them back up, and they're still coming off. So you just got to keep in mind when it comes to that. However, I do think these are worth it, especially towards those hot, rainy summer days. These are really worth every ounce you pour into them. I truly feel that. Now, for our final mod, and I feel like the most bang for buck mod, is our radio. You might go, what's so special about a radio? Well, it's touchscreen, so there's that. This is a Pioneer radio. It set me back around $400. And at the very end here, I have a little something special to show you that this radio offers. Now, in our settings, been a while since I've been here, there's so much you can do with these. Like, if you go on display, you can set it to detect like day illumination, wallpaper. Now, it is a little dated with the wallpaper. You have to download it to a USB, stick it in, put your paper on. There you go. Now, this radio, I would say, is super solid. Now, This radio comes with something else that I feel is all of the bang for the buck that I feel like really adds. Now, this is a 12-year-old Jetta, which means it's basic. It's incredibly basic. But with just one mod, this radio, the most bang for buck, $400, you get a backup camera. That's right, a backup camera for just $400, and it comes with the radio. Now, the only pain in the butt thing about this is the wiring. You do have to do a little bit of wiring, but that's just radios in general. If you know how to do that, this radio is great. It comes with a microphone that you can mount over there. I'm not paid by anybody for this. This is just personal experience. I love this radio. I'm just saying. So, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked what you saw. If you want more of these, as 50% of you wanted this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Peace.